I do know that she left.
Okay, tell me about it, because, and don't lie to me, all right? She did leave, and you know how she left. Mr. Smith, we've been doing this a while. Okay, I'm a very trained investigator. Okay, my partner is too. Everybody that works in this office. I don't want you to think that we don't know the answers to some of the questions that we're asking you. You know what I'm saying?
The date is June the 9th of 2020. A friend of Jacksonville native Kerica Robinson reports her missing to the El Paso, Texas Police Department. The 21-year-old woman has recently shared an apartment with her estranged husband, 22-year-old Linwood James Smith. The couple has recently separated in anticipation of a divorce, but the police believe her military husband is a perfect place to start asking questions about her disappearance. The police ask Linwood to meet them at Kerica's apartment, and as he walks the detectives through the living space, there are no signs of the missing woman, nor of any foul play. But things would change when they asked to see the soldier's phone. They found some interesting information in Linwood's search history. Something about a shovel and trash bags. And one thing that might interest us all, a search about what happens if police can't find a missing person.
Mr. Smith, we previously, we met earlier, and earlier you gave me, when I asked you about your phone, you gave me consent to, is that correct? Yes. Okay, this is going to, I just need to write this down. This is in reference to 201544085. You do know where you're at, right? This is the El Paso Police Department's headquarters. You know where we're at, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. We have some questions we want to talk to you about concerning this case. Okay, some additional questions, all right? Before we get into the questions that we want to ask and stuff like that, we do need to advise you of your legal rights, okay? All right, so I want you to listen to what I have to tell you. I've got some questions to ask you afterwards, okay? So just listen carefully, okay?
The rights are read.
Mr. Smith, I want to remind you, you are not under arrest. Okay, all right. I mean, regarding this particular case, we do have some questions to ask of you. All right. Having these rights in mind, would you weigh these rights so we can answer a few questions?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Mr. Smith. Just for my notes, can I just get your? I know you're Linwood Smith, but can you just state your name?
Yes, Linwood Smith.
Linwood.
Linwood Smith.
Smith. You have a middle name?
James.
James. Okay, Mr. Smith, we want to, like I said, we want to talk to you. Earlier, I met with you when you were speaking with Detective Jimenez, and you know, I mean, obviously, your wife, she's missing. Don't know where she's at, you know, and so I was asking, hey, we need all kinds of, we need for you to help us out, you know, and try to, you know, help us understand what may have been happening, as far as, you know, to help us locate her and stuff, you know. In doing so, I asked you if you would consent to me searching your cell phone, okay? And you stated yes, correct? Okay, and you pledged your full cooperation, is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, thank you, and I really appreciate that. Mr. Smith, when I looked through your phone and I searched through your phone, there was some stuff that was on there that we do have some questions about, okay? You can understand that, you know, sometimes different things happen with regards to our investigations, takes different places and stuff. Okay, all right. You know, I understand that there's been a tumultuous relationship between yourself and your wife.
Yeah.
We just want the truth about what, you know, what's been going on. Okay, all right. You know, I mean, you and I both know. I mean, as far as what's on the phone. Okay, all right. Can you tell me? Can you take me from the beginning as far as what exactly happened to your relationship?
You mean like relationship-wise?
Well, yes, sir.
Okay, so pretty much our relationship is not going well.
Okay.
And we've pretty much been separated. We're going through a divorce right now.
Okay.
I don't trust her. She don't trust me. I do have things that I've, like done, and I'm pretty sure she does too, like talk to other guys or whatnot.
Sure.
That's pretty much what's going on. She has a lot going on, like problems with the guy Anthony I told you about, detective, our relationship, things at work or whatnot. There's just a lot on her mind.
Yeah, I can understand.
Man, I don't know. Me and her, we're just not doing too well, so we've just been separated.
Okay. And then, tell me more.
So let's see. What all do you want to know?
I mean, everything concerning what's been going on with her. I mean, the last week, we're trying to find her.
Right, yes, sir.
And Mr. Smith, I want you to be completely honest with me. Okay? There's answers to some of my questions that I already know the answers to. Okay, I want you to be truthful and honest. All right. Okay, be straight up with me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I've been doing this a while. Tell me about your wife.
I know she's not happy and she wants to leave.
Then, all right. So when I met you earlier, we were waiting at your apartment for you, and you showed up, right? Who brought you to the apartment?
So I was already there. I was walking around the apartment complex, and just went up the stairs, unlocked the door, and then I came down.
Okay. So you were inside the apartment?
No. So I wasn't inside the apartment. I was just walking around the apartment complex, and I went from across the field that's in the back, up the stairs, unlocked the door real quick, and then walked right down the stairs.
So why did you tell us that you weren't there?
Because I don't like talking to police at all. I don't. Anytime she would call the police on me, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't be there. I'd just stay at my friend's house.
So you don't like talking to the police?
I don't.
Okay. And a lot of people don't.
I don't. Especially what's going on now.
But what's going on then?
No, I'm talking about in today's society, what's going on now. I mean, I don't like talking to police at all. I don't.
And that's very understandable. Okay. But today, the reason why we wanted to speak to you had nothing criminal to do. We wanted to talk to you because many of your wife's friends, her family, and from what you're telling me, you are very concerned about her because she's missing. And we made that very clear that we wanted to find her. Matter of fact, the first thing I told you when I met you was the reason we're here is because we want to make sure she's not a danger to herself.
Yeah.
So when we called you, you said that you were waiting for your friend to pick you up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? We told you that we were just wanting to call you because we want to know what's going on with your wife. She's missing. Okay?
Yes, sir.
But yeah, you're walking around the complex.
Mm-hmm. And my friend was already on the way to the house.
Yeah. Now, why would your friend tell me that you're freaking out?
That I'm freaking out because my wife is missing. And he knows I don't feel comfortable, you know what I'm saying, dealing with law enforcement. Even though sometimes I have to call you guys for certain situations like what just previously happened. But I've never been around police at all. I just don't feel comfortable.
Okay, well now that you've met me, do you think you feel comfortable with me now?
Yes, because you're helping me.
Right. So that's why at this point, I need you to tell me the truth. So before you met me, you had an apprehension about police. So you pretty much lied to me and said, hey, you know what, I'm on my way, my friend's going to pick me up. And you were on the complex. You went upstairs and you unlocked the door? Or were you already inside the apartment?
I was there previously.
You were inside?
Mm-hmm.
Have you been staying at the apartment?
No, that's the honest truth. Even my friend Brandon knows that. I've been staying at his house.
Okay.
So I'll come by, I'll have, a friend of mine, you know what I'm saying, take me to the house. I'll go in there for a little while, check up on things, and then I'll leave. And I'll just stay at my friend Brandon's house.
So what time did you get to the apartment? How long have you been at the apartment?
What time did I get there? It was probably 5:30ish when I got there. I got there around 5:30.
Wait, what was the purpose of getting there at 5:30?
Because I had previously spoke to a police prior to that. And I told him I'll get off at 6 or whatnot. And normally I do, but I got there around 5:30 and I was already there. So yeah.
So you were already spoken to police. You already said you were Mia's there.
Mm-hmm. But
But then you tell me that you're not there, but you are there.
right.
Okay. So tell me why that's
Again, because I didn't really feel comfortable at the time. I felt like I needed somebody to be there with me also, which is my friend Brandon, you know what I'm saying? Because he knows where I lay my head at. I could tell you one thing, but it's even better when I have somebody that witness, you know what I'm saying? I have witnesses. So really I was trying to wait till he showed up.
okay. So then you wait till he shows up,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's when you come out of the apartment.
Right.
Okay. We meet,
Mm-hmm.
we start talking, and we go back to the apartment to make sure that your wife isn't in the apartment, which you gave us consent
Yes.
to go and investigate our missing persons case.
Yes.
Okay. The first thing I asked you was, for our safety, do you own any guns? Do you own any weapons?
And at first I told you no.
You told me
But in the car ride, I told you yes, I do. And my friend Brandon, he has my weapon. And the reason why he has my weapon is because I am under watch because of the phone call that my wife made to my job. So I have to have somebody with me majority of the time, which is Brandon.
Okay. So when I asked you if you had any weapons in the house, you said no.
That's true.
And
There's
I
no
asked
weapons
you-
in the house.
And asked if you own any weapons, you said no.
I did.
Okay. And then you gave us consent to search. We found a box for a Glock 26.
Mm-hmm.
It was empty.
Mm-hmm.
And you told me it wasn't yours.
Mm-hmm.
You said that the gun belonged to Brandon and that he just gave you the box to hold stuff in. Okay. Now, so that you can clarify to me and my partner now, because the reason I'm asking you again is we've already got off on the wrong foot in the beginning, saying that you didn't tell me you were at the apartment because you don't like to talk to the police.
Right.
And then you're telling me that you don't have a gun that you own, and that box belongs to your friend. But explain to me now, is that weapon, do you own a firearm?
I do own a firearm.
What kind of gun is it?
It's a Glock 26.
Okay. So why did you tell me that you did not own one?
Because honestly, so I was underage when I got the gun. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I just stored it, I just gave it to my friend Brandon. And I had to give it to my friend Brandon. I wasn't allowed to be around any firearms, especially right now. like I said, like, I don't like talking to police. You know, I like to, like, you know, just give them what they need and just be done. You know what I'm saying? I just don't feel comfortable around police. That's just my thing. You know, it was like 4 of you, 3 or 4 of you. I didn't feel comfortable. That's just me being honest. No offense to you all at all.
Yeah, I mean, but no one's been threatening to you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Would you agree to that? No one's been threatening to you.
Right.
You know, in fact, when I first met you, when you came into the office, I mean, I knew that, you know, that you wanted something to eat, and I brought you something to eat, you know?
Yeah, no. And that's...
I mean, you know, the pizza, I mean, I don't know if you like Domino's pizza, but I mean, hey, you know, I mean, that's what I have, you know, I mean, the soda, I want to bring you the soda, and, you know, make sure you have some chips and stuff like that. They're right here, in fact.
Yeah, yes.
You know, I mean, but here's the thing, Mr. Smith. See, I guess what we're trying to do is we're trying to come to you and we're trying to ask for your explanation regarding certain things that we've already discovered. Okay? Mr. Smith, I don't want you to lie to us. I don't.
And I'm not good.
All right. Well, I mean, let's hold off on that for a second, okay? Because you have admitted to lying to my partner. Okay? There's evidence, you know, on your phone that says that you know more about your wife's disappearance. Will we agree to that?
As far as what?
What happened to her?
I know.
Can we agree to that?
We can.
Yes.
I do know that she left.
Okay. Tell me about it, because, and don't lie to me, all right? She did leave. And you know how she left. Mr. Smith, we've been doing this a while. Okay, and I'm a very trained investigator. Okay, my partner is too. Everybody that works in this office. I don't want you to think that we don't know the answers to some of the questions that we're asking you. You know what I'm saying? What happened then? I know that there's problems between you and your wife. I know that. You know? I can relate to it, in fact. Right? Tell me what happened. I mean, there might be a reason for this. And I know that this can seem like it's a little uncomfortable to talk about. But tell me the truth. Tell me what happened then. You know? I mean, take me there. What happened there?
I didn't stay there Friday, so I stayed at my friend Brenda's house over the weekend. And we didn't get off on the right foot. We didn't. Okay. She did tell me she was going to come and get the rest of her things. She told me she was leaving. She didn't tell me when she was going to do that. But she did make it clear, like, I need to figure out what I'm going to do with the apartment, what I'm going to do with the dogs, and that she was definitely leaving. I didn't bother to ask her, like, when she was going to leave. I just know she was going to leave.
That hurt you, huh?
I mean, yeah. Yeah, it did. It really did, because I love my wife. I love her.
When did you move out of the apartment?
I've been staying at my friend Brenda's house for 3 weeks now. 3 weeks. I moved out of there. Trying to remember the last incident. Oh yeah, when she locked me out of the house. And I was throwing rocks at the window to try to get her attention, so she could unlock the door to let me in the house. And I ended up cracking my window, and I had to pay for that. And after that incident, the next day she called my job, and she told them, like, you know what I'm saying, I was being hostile or whatnot, and that she hadn't seen me in days. So that's when I came over there with my NCO, and I packed a couple things or whatnot, and just went to my friend Brenda's house. I've just been staying there ever since. And then even when she called and she told them about the whole thing,
Alright, explain that with suicide.
so I don't know if she had any intentions, what was her intentions on that, I don't know. But I feel like, she was just doing that to be spiteful.
So who did she call?
She called staff duty, and they relayed the message to my chain of command. And that's when they called me, my NCO, he called me. He was like, hey, you need to come to the office. Your wife called again. And then that's when they told me the reason why I was at the office. And they sent me to the hospital. And I was in the hospital for like 5 hours. And ever since then, they ordered me to, stay out of my house. I can't even sleep at the house, really. I have to stay with him.
And where was she staying?
She was staying at her friend Dia's house.
How do you know that?
So Dia just told me. She told me 2 days ago. And like I said to you earlier, me and my friend Brandon, we realized like all her stuff was gone. But at the time, I didn't know who she was with. I had a lot of things running through my mind. Maybe she's with a guy, or I don't know. But all we knew was like, oh, our stuff was missing.
Hey, Mr. Smith, let's talk about what we were mentioning earlier. Okay. All right. I get all that happened, and like I told you, regarding the stuff that I have on the phone, things that were deleted, things that were searched, locations, stuff like that comes out on the phone. Okay. Mr. Smith, be honest with you. Like I told you, all right? I extended my hand out to you, you know what I'm saying? And I want you to trust me. I want you to trust me, okay? We're not going to mistreat you. We're not going to disrespect you, all right? What happened in the house? Tell me about it.
What do you mean,
Like, for example, we know that there's a history of domestic violence there.
Mm-hmm.
It's documented. The police have been out to your house. You and I talked about this. Okay? You told me a story where she threw a TV and you left before they got there. She was crying and begging you not to leave. Right? You also told me a story about her getting a speaker and what was the incident where you told me about her, you locking yourself in a room?
Yeah, she locked herself in the room. Well, I did. I locked myself in the room, and she threw the speaker through the through the door.
She threw the speaker through the door?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of speaker was it?
Soundbar. It's a Samsung soundbar.
Mm-hmm.
And she put her hand through the door and unlocked it. And she opened it up, and she had a baseball bat in her hand.
As we head to our first commercial break, we are starting to get a feel for the violent and chaotic environment that seemed to be a constant in Mr. Smith's household. And as we've already heard, they were heading towards divorce, and that probably would have been the best thing for the both of them. But now, Kerica is missing. What could possibly have gone wrong? We'll find out more when we get back in just a few moments.
Okay. Is it a speaker that made a hole in that door?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because earlier you told me that she was ramming the door with the speaker.
Yes, she did.
But now you're telling me that she threw it.
No, like, just going like that. She didn't throw it like that. She just...
Lynn, now we've been talking all day, and you've been telling me that you moved out. Then you say that you and your buddy went over there, and you realized that she was gone. So, you haven't been staying there for 3 weeks. I went in the house today, and you have 2 dogs that, one, are fed, they're watered, didn't smell like any kind of dog feces, didn't smell like urine. You're telling me that she moved out, and that you're not living there.
I'm not living there.
So who's been feeding the dogs, and who's been cleaning up after the dogs if you're not living there, and you're telling me and my partner that you're not allowed to be in the house because your NCO told you that she had called saying that you were over there harassing her and throwing rocks in the window.
So I stopped by on my lunch break, and keep in mind I don't have my own car. So I stopped by on my lunch break, and I just put food in their kennel. And that's about it, really.
Mr. Smith.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, your wife now. Tell us about her. Where is she?
I don't know where she is, sir.
What happened?
I know the last conversation we had, and I had called Amari to, you know what I'm saying, try to talk to her for me. And I told him, you know what I'm saying, like, hey, man, you know, I'll pay you, man, just talk to her for me. And we had got into it. And she was pretty much telling me, like, hey, you know what I'm saying, like, you need to figure out what you're going to do. You know, I'm not staying here. And I had called Amari, and I told him, like, please talk to her for me, you know. Just talk to her, because I don't know what to do.
Okay.
And he did that. He told me he had called her, and he talked to her.
And then?
And that's pretty much it. I called my friend Brandon, and I told him, like, hey, man, you know what I'm saying, just come get me, man. Just come get me. That's pretty much, I mean, that's where my stuff is. I have a lot of stuff in there, but I have a lot of stuff in his house because I've been living in his house.
Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith, where's your wife right now? Where is she? Can you take me to her?
I can't take you to her. I don't know where my wife is.
Where is she? Where is she?
I don't know.
What happened?
We got into a fight, and I left, and I know she left too because when I got back, all of her things were gone.
Mr. Smith, that's not what happened. That's not what happened. That's not what happened. This whole situation might not be all that bad, man. Just tell me. That's not you and me both know, man. That's not what happened.
Then if things got out of hand, if things got out of control, and something happened, and you panicked, those things are part of those domestic outbursts that couples have. Okay? You're squared away down, man. You're in the Army, you have your shit together, you and I both know that mistakes happen. And sometimes when we make a mistake, it's hard for us to admit to the mistake, which is probably why you were freaking out. Probably why Brandon said, my buddy called me, he's freaking out. It's probably why you were at the apartment, because you were in your own mind, in your own conscience, trying to figure out what to do, whether to tell us the truth or whether to tell us the story that you're telling us right now, which we all know, Lynn, that that's not the truth. So you have your honor and you have your word, man. And that's how we're defined. You gotta stay by that. And by doing that, tell us where Kerica is. Where did you take her?
I didn't take her nowhere.
Mr. Smith. Where is she? Where is she, Mr. Smith? What happened? Did she try to attack you? What happened? I mean, you told us that she came at you with a baseball bat or something.
Yeah.
What happened, man?
Yeah, she did come at me with a bat.
Take me from there. What happened?
That baseball bat incident, that was previous.
Okay.
What did you tell Brandon and lie to us about?
To lie to you. That I was already there at the apartment. So I called him for, you know what I'm saying, like pretty much like backup, to vouch for me, my whereabouts. That's why I wanted him there. And I was waiting for him to get there.
Mr. Smith, I think there was some mistakes that were made. In fact, I know that there was. Okay. Can we agree to that? Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened with your wife? What happened with her?
Somebody took her.
Who took her?
I don't know the guy.
What happened to her?
Somebody took my wife, man. Somebody took her. And I honestly don't think she's in El Paso right now.
What happened to her? What happened to her then?
She's with somebody right now.
Who's she with? Stop lying to us, man. Stop lying to me. I mean, we're going from one end of the spectrum to the other, man. You know what I'm saying? We are. I mean, I'm trying to, let's make this whole situation a little bit better. Take me to her. Take me to her. Can you do that? Just take me to her, man. Okay, can you do that?
She's not in El Paso.
Okay, where is she? Where is she?
I think she's in New Mexico with somebody right now, man.
She's in New Mexico? Show me where. Show me where. Will you trust me? Will you show me? Yeah? Yes? Is that a yes? You'll show me? All right. Okay. What happened? What happened, man? Did it just go overboard? Tell me what happened. It's okay. All right? It's all right. What happened? What happened?
No, we did get into an argument. And, like I told you, she did say that she was going to get all her stuff and leave. And, I know she's with somebody right now.
Yeah. Yeah. When did this all happen?
This was Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah, this was Thursday.
Okay. That's right. Tell me.
That's when it all happened, man. I had to stop by the house. And, we talked about what we were going to do. What I'm going to do about the dogs. She was telling me she was going to leave. And I was begging her, like, I was like, no, don't do that. I told her to stay.
Okay.
And she didn't want to stay. And there was nothing I could do about that. I couldn't force her to stay. So I thought that if, you know what I'm saying, like, if she wasn't with me or, you know what I'm saying, if she was with somebody else, it would be better than, you know what I'm saying. She's with somebody right now.
Mr. Smith, you and I, would you agree with me? You and I, we know she's not alive.
She is.
What happened? Tell me more about what happened.
Why would you think my wife isn't alive?
You want to know why, Jim?
Why?
Because we know what we've been searching on the internet.
Then, be honest with us.
Then you told me that you talked to her sister Candy. You told me you talked to her cousin Kelsey. You said they're coming in Friday from Florida. They're going to be looking for her then. They're not going to just stand by and not look for her. They're going to want answers. We know what you were searching on your phone, and take us to her and tell us what happened.
She is alive. She is. She's just not in El Paso.
Where? Where?
I'm in Mexico. Albuquerque,
Albuquerque.
New Mexico.
With who?
Some guy from the bar that she works at.
What's his name?
Joseph. His name is Joseph.
Smith, that's not what your phone tells us.
I have a tablet. And I do have his contact information on that tablet.
Man, that does not make any sense. Because you've concealed that information after all of our questioning, and now you want to bring that up right now? There's no way. There's no way, Lynn. There's no way. How do you expect us to believe that? You've had every opportunity to tell her family. You've had every opportunity to tell us. And now you're barely coming up with, she's with a friend in Albuquerque named Joseph. Lynn, stop lying to us, man. Stop lying to us. Where is she at? Give her some dignity, man. Give her some dignity. Make some right out of this. Will you take us to her?
How can I take you to her?
Then because you know where she's at. You know where she's at. Lynn, this case has definitely taken some turns, different directions, okay? I don't want, because deep down inside I think that you have a heart. I do. I strongly believe that. You know why? Because I read the text messages, between you and your sister. I know your dad, he's trying to maintain a relationship with you. I know that there were some differences between you and your father. Okay. I know that there was. To what extent, I can't say every single difference, but I know that there's been a little bit of friction between you and him. Mm-hmm. But deep down inside, based on the way you talk, the way you speak with your friends, your people that you surround yourself with, you are a respectful person, and you have a heart. I know you do. I read it. Okay? I read it. All right? I don't want for you to be portrayed to others beyond this room as someone who is heartless. I don't know how much of a person of faith you are. You know what I'm saying? I will let you eye on. All right?
I do too.
You are too.
I'm sorry, I'm just sleeping right now. I'm so sorry.
Mr. Smith, I want you to be honest with us. I want you to be honest with us. Okay. You held that cross in your hand, and I know that gives you peace. Okay. When I go to my home every night, I talk to God every night myself. I'm sure just like you. Okay. Let's not harbor that secret about what happened to her. Alright? Let's make this wrong right in the best way that we can. What happened? What happened, Mr. Smith?
Can I give a bottle of water?
Sure. Absolutely. If they're still up to you, the soda is this. Okay.
So this has been a long day for me.
I know.
It's been a long day.
I know it has.
Tired.
I am too. Lynn, I believe in you, God. I believe in you.
Thank you.
Sure. I believe in you.
What do you mean when you say you believe?
Because I believe you're capable of telling the truth. I believe that you can also tell me more about what happened with your wife. Okay.
Then you know accidents happen, right? And we know that good people do things that they don't mean to do. And sometimes in those moments, people panic and they try to find a way to cover up their mistake or their accident. Now, we've been doing this, like my partner said.
Then it's a natural human reaction. Natural human reaction. We're all human. You know, we're all human. You know, it's a natural reaction. We completely understand it, but we want you to trust us. Okay.
What do you mean when you say trust her already?
I mean, we're not sitting here lying to you. We're not sitting here disrespecting you. We're not going to sit here and, you know, do things, that they're unethical. Okay? What happened?
She threatened me.
Yeah.
She threatened me. She had a knife in her hand.
Okay. Then what happened? What did you do?
What did I do?
Take that burden off your shoulders, man. You've been walking around your apartment all day. You've been freaking out because you're carrying that burden.
And what did you do?
What happened after she had that knife?
I covered it.
And then?
So she fell down.
after that?
I called Brandon to come get me. I didn't say nothing to him.
Okay. And then?
I stayed at his house for a weekend. The whole time I was at his house. It was on the back of my mind. No. Whole weekend I couldn't stop but, couldn't help but think about what happened with her and me. And, she was on the ground. I panicked and I left. I left the house.
Where did it happen? Living room or the kitchen or what?
In the bedroom. And it led to the kitchen.
And where did she fall?
She felt like near the entrance of the door. And I picked her up and I put her on the bed. And I called Brandon and I told him, hey, come get me, man. I was freaking out. I didn't know what to do. And it was an honest mistake. Like, it was a reaction.
I believe it. I believe it.
And I was thinking to myself, I was like, did this shit really happen? Like, ever since I just didn't feel right,
Where is she at now? Can you take me to her? Let's give her a proper burial. Where is she at?
I didn't say she was dead, man.
Ben. Come on, man. Where is she? If she's alive, tell us where she's at so we can get her some help, man.
She is alive. She is.
Ben.
I took her phone. Man. I don't know who she went to, man.
Ben, come on, man. Ben, that don't make sense. We make contact with her already. Someone would have called 911 for her. Lynn, show us where she's at now. Show us where she's at. Are you there? That you cut her. Okay. Tonight. And she's missing. Okay. She ain't hiding. No. She's not hiding. Okay. And I told you, tell me the whole truth, not just the half truth. Tell me the whole truth. Okay? Don't start lying now because we're already past that point. Okay? We're already there. Think about our family. They're coming on Friday, man. And where's she? Where's she at? Make it right, man.
How can I make it right?
Like giving her back. Showing us where she's at. So we can go and make sure that she's properly buried. Ben. Come on, man. You make it right by telling us, man. It says in the Bible that the truth will set you free. Just free yourself of this so that she can be at peace. And you can work on a path to redemption to make up for this, man.
How can I do that?
By doing what's right by her now, man. By giving her peace. By telling us where she's at. So her family doesn't worry about her anymore.
Now, it took quite a bit to get Linwood to admit that he had some type of interaction with his wife prior to her disappearance. He's not quite ready to admit the complete truth after this second of 3 commercial breaks. Let's see if the detectives can back him further into that corner and get him to finally admit exactly what he did to his wife and where she's at.
So she's not out there right now alone. Take us to her so we can take her to where she belongs, man. Where is she? Where is she, Lynn? Let us go to her so she can't be alone, man. Where is she?
I can't believe I'm saying it to you guys right now.
No, I can. I can believe it.
I never thought.
I can believe it, man. I can believe it because I know that you want. I know you want to make this right. I know you do. Some way, somehow, deep down in that heart, I know you want to make this right. I know you're scared, and you can't tell me you're not. Okay? But the only way that we're going to be able to make this right, in any way, is for you to show us where she's at. That's the only way. Okay? That's the only way. That we can get full closure. That you can get full closure. Alright? Because this investigation, that's going to be looked at from the very beginning to the very end. Okay? And people will look at this and say, was Lynn Smith, was he honest? And did he show everything? We're not at that point right now. But we know that something happened. We know that a crime took place. Okay? But we know that there's also additional factors. You said she came at you with the knife. Okay? And then you cut her with the knife. And then you lay her on the bed. She's missing. Then, where is she at? We have to be able to end this investigation with her. Okay? We don't want to leave it where, and for you too, I don't think you want to do that either. I don't think you want to do that here. Just leave it just like that.
Uncle Stewie, man, we're right here with you. You told me earlier that you and Brandy went to Walmart to buy some sheets. Tell me about that.
Mm-hmm. I did. I just want to make the house a house again. That's why the doormat is right there. That's why I bought her a new ring. I wanted to re-propose to her. Because I know, you know what I'm saying, like, our relationship wasn't the best. We had like a lot of issues going on. And I just wanted to do everything I could to make everything right again. Because I didn't want to lose her or whatnot, and then think that I could have done better. You know? I don't want to live with that regret. That, you know what I'm saying, like I didn't do my part. That I wasn't a good husband.
Lynn, I want you to focus on what you just said right now. Okay? You want me to do right by her? You want to be a good husband? Okay. Like I told you, mistakes happen. I know it. Okay? I do right by her. I know that it hasn't been right, and what happened wasn't right. But you have to try to make this situation right, the best that you can. Okay? The best that you can.
Tell us where she is, like.
Usually have to.
Okay? All right.
As they step out of the room to take a quick restroom break, this will be a perfect time to go down there and beat up that like button. I'd appreciate it if you do. I won't send Tony to you.
Alright, then take us through it, man. What happened to her after you cut her?
I put her on the bed. I put her on the bed. I packed the bag off the apartment. And I waited for my friend Brandon to come get me. And I stayed at his house. Now, next day I went back over there. And she was still laying there.
What happened?
I feel like I messed up. I made a mistake. I did.
Where did you take her? Then where did you take her? Let's make this right. Where did you take her? Did you go east or west?
Somebody in Paso.
Which way did you go? Okay. It's all right. It's okay.
I just got a lot to live for, you know. I got a lot going.
Accidents happen, man. Let's make this right. We're right here with you, man. Just tell us where she is. We can give her some peace. Where is she, Lynn? Will you take us to her?
Just give me a minute, please.
Sure.
That's all I need.
So they give him 2 minutes, not just one. And you're probably like me, you're wondering to yourself, he needs a minute. Is he composing himself to tell the truth? Or is he thinking about another lie? Let's find out.
It was self-defense.
Okay. I mean, I hear you on it. I hear you.
pretty sure like if I was to come up, if someone was to come at you, you know, you'll do anything to protect yourself.
Absolutely.
I hate to pop back in so soon, but you probably find that interesting too, because the question wasn't what happened to her. It was, where is she? And he doesn't seem to want to answer that question. And if he claims self-defense, why is she missing?
I absolutely would.
They don't want to do that.
I know.
I also didn't want to be hurt, you know.
I know.
I feel like y'all just saying that. I really do, like, I honestly, like, I'm not a hurtful person, man.
I know you're not. I know you're not.
It's not in, you know.
Man, I know you're not. I know you're not.
And I feel like, you know, as policemen, y'all just tell me what, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think y'all really understand. Because how scared I was at the time, man.
That's why we're asking you to tell us about it. We're asking you to tell us about it.
And either way, you know, I'm going to go down on them. I don't know what to tell you, man.
But see, the thing then is, when you give an explanation concerning what happened, you got, like I told you, you got to tell the whole story. You got to begin from beginning to end. You got to be able to show us where she's at.
And what happens from there?
Honestly, I can't tell you without you telling him where she's at. I don't want to sit and let's go, you know, further in this case and be like, well, Lynn didn't want to tell us where she was at. You gotta tell us where she's at, man. And you gotta make this right. You got it, man.
At this point, Dan, the truth is your best friend, man. Because the more you lie to us, you know, it doesn't work in your favor, man. You tell the truth, and that's where we go with it. We go with the truth. No more lies, man.
Okay, but in the case of self-defense, what happens to...
You know what, Lynn? Here's the thing. We're just policemen. You know, we're not a jury. We're not a courtroom. Not partnering. We're police officers. We're detectives. It's up to us to find the truth concerning what happened. That's what we want. That's it. And part of that truth is where she's at, and that comes from you. You have to give us that truth.
I told you that earlier, man. I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to dissect your problems. I told you earlier, man. Every couple has problems, man. I even told you from the beginning. We know there was a lot of history there. You told me she pushed you. She threatened you with a bat. You're telling me now she threatened you with a knife. You gotta tell us the truth, so you can explain to us what happened. We can find her, and then we move forward from there, man. Tell us what happened, man.
Then I'm going to leave you with something. I want to tell you something, okay? This happened, and you cut her, okay? She's missing, all right? And then now you have just made a claim of self-defense, but you're withholding right now where she is, okay? Like I told you before, we're not judges. We're not a jury. Now, for that to be even looked at insofar as self-defense is concerned, but I don't want to show you where she's at. I mean, that's just common sense, Lynn. That's just common sense, man.
Show us where she is. Be truthful with us. Show us where she's at. Can you do that? Then look at me. Can you do that? Yes? I see you nodding your head, yes? Yes? Yeah. Okay. Where is she, brother? What do we have to do to get there? Then tell us where we need to go look. Tell me. We're already this far, man. We're already this far. Okay.
You're at a crossroads, man. You're at a crossroads right now, dude. Go the right way, man. She's out there right now, man. You know where she is. Do what's right. That cross around your neck holds a lot of power, man. Go the right way right now. You're at that crossroads, brother. We're right here with you. Tell us where she is, Lynn. Where is she? Where is she, man? Did you take her somewhere close? Is she close, Lynn? What's that? I can't hear anybody. Lynn, is she close? I can't hear you, bro. I'm sorry?
This is just hard right now, man.
I know it's hard, man. That's why we're here with you, bro. Is she close, man?
Tell us where she is. Where did you take her after you left the apartment? You're right there, man. Do the right thing, man.
But this far, Lynn.
But this far. Lady. 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 Where is she? I'm sorry. What's that?
I'm so sorry.
I know, man. I can see it on your face. I believe you. Make this right, man.
I just want to go to sleep for one last time, man.
Free yourself of this burden so you can rest, bro. Give her some peace and let her rest too. You're gonna feel better, man, when you release that burden. Just tell us where she is.
Hey, Lynn. If I brought you a map, can you show me? Can you show me on a map? Yes? I see you nodding your head. Okay. Can you bring it back?
I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight.
You'd be surprised, man. You'd be surprised when you free yourself of what you're holding in. How different you'll feel.
I just want to move on, man.
You can't move on until you let us know, man. Because you'll be stuck in that same moment.
I was just afraid of my will, baby.
What do you mean?
Because she threatened me.
How?
I thought she was going to hurt me.
What was she doing?
She told me don't touch her. I remember I got down on my hands and knees, and I was praying next to her. She told me to pray on the other side of the bed.
Now, there is a saying that a couple that prays together stays together. If you go and get on your knees next to your woman to pray, and she tells you go to the other side of the bed and pray, man, I'm sorry. That relationship's done. It is over. If she don't want to pray with you, boy, that you done did something, or she just don't want to be with you no more. That's done.
And I was like, why? You know, so I'm just praying, you know. And,
Was she already cut at this point? Did you have to fight over the knife? Then I have a map here. Okay. Put on 16. Is she close to your apartment? Here's the map. Look. Here's the map. Okay. Where do we go from here? Show us on that.
Cannot protect me.
Cannot protect you? What do you mean?
Because after I show you, I know there'll be harm done to me. I know who will do it.
Well, the truth of the matter is I can't be with you 24 hours a day. You know, the police department can't be with you 24 hours a day. I'm just being honest with you. I mean, so as far as protection, I can't guarantee any protection. That's not my job. You know, my job is to find the truth. As a detective for the city, my job is to find the truth.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Who could provide me protection?
Who do you need protection from? And that's the way we'll be able to answer the question honestly.
Gonna kill me, man.
Who?
Her family. Her family is. That's the truth. That's the truth.
You need protection from your family?
From her family. From her family, I need protection from them.
Truth is, Linus, we can't offer protection. We can't. The El Paso Police Department, we can't offer protection. You know, I really do think that you would make things a lot worse if you didn't reveal where she's at. Okay? This case is ultimately going to be heard in a courtroom. Okay? And if the jury hears, you know, pretty much what you stated today, and then my partner, and we've been trying to be completely thorough in our investigation, and we've asked you multiple times, where is she? And you don't reveal that. How do you think that would look? I mean, because we're already this far. You know, I know that there was a fight, self-defense. You cut her. You know, you have to reveal where she's at, man.
As we head to our last commercial break, I'm going to use an analogy just to talk about how insane this is. I like to talk about people that speed on the highway. I mean, you can go like 95 miles per hour, 85 miles per hour, and you're weaving in and out of traffic, and you're using your turn signal, and you got your seatbelt on. I'm like, If you're gonna break the law like that, you might as well just not even wear your seatbelt. Why use your turn signal? Then you'll get pulled over. Yeah, officer, I was driving 105, but I had my turn signal on. I mean, you might as well just go all the way and break the law. This dude has already admitted to taking out his wife. You've hidden the body. That in itself is also a crime. Why not just say where she's at now?
I don't want to I don't want to close this case out and say, and then he didn't want to reveal her. He was cold-blooded. Despite us trying to convince him that that is the best thing to do, he chose to be cold-blooded and not reveal her location. I'm trying to help this situation, and I am, dude. Mr. Smith, I am. Mistakes happen, but you know what? I mean, sometimes people tend to be a little unforgiving if there's a lot of cover-up, despite honest attempts to make things right. Honest attempts to make things right. You gotta show us where she's at now. I don't want people to perceive you as that cold-blooded. Okay. Now, can I bring up my map and can you show me, or would you prefer taking us out there? And you don't even have to stay. We'll just point in the direction. We'll do the rest. Okay.
All I ask is that you allow me to sleep for the night. After it's all said and done.
Well, I mean, I need to know where she's at.
Can you tell me that, please?
Will you be able to sleep tonight? I'm sure you would. But I need to know where she's at now.
I'm gonna start over. Everything I tell you will be the God honest truth.
Okay. I mean, that's what you've been wanting.
Let's start over.
Let's see how many of my people are still around. If you're ready for the truth this time, if Lynn was gonna bust the truth wide open, put ready for it down in the comments. Go ahead and put it down there right now.
I got off work and I picked up a bottle of Jack and Honey. And she did come by the house. And normally, to avoid her, I like to, just drink. I'll just drink the pain away. And I'll drink so much to where, whenever she talks about, a problem that I don't want to talk about, I'll be messed up, so I won't be there, you know what I'm saying? So I had plenty of drinks. I drank almost the whole bottle of Jack Honey. It's about that big.
What day was this?
This was Friday.
Okay.
I remember saying to her, I'm going to check the mailbox. And she was like, I'll come with you. But when we get back, we need to talk. In the back of my head, I was thinking, just tell her, no, we'll talk another time because I'm drunk. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk about this right now. But I didn't say nothing. I checked the mailbox. There was nothing in there. We're walking back to the apartment. We get up there. And I get back in the room. And she told me to turn the TV off. Because I sat there and I was watching the TV. And I turned the TV off. And she sat up and I sat up. She looked at me. She was like, okay, so, definitely I'm leaving. And you need to figure out what you're going to do about the dogs. You could sell them, I don't care. I'll pay the light bill one last time. And from that, you know, so you're on your own. I'm definitely leaving. And me, you know, I've been fighting for my marriage. You can look through my phone already. I've been fighting for my marriage for a while. And I always had doubts that, you know, it wouldn't work out. So I would look at things to try to like get my mind off her. I would listen to my family and they'll tell me, hey, forget about her, man. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of other women out there. But that's not the case, man. It was something about her that I just couldn't let go. So we're sitting there talking. And after she's finished, that's when I poured my heart out. And I broke down crying to her. And I was begging her, please, Penny, do not leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me change. Let me show you that I could do better. You know what I'm saying? I know I've made a lot of mistakes. I know I haven't been the best husband. But please just let me make it right. And she was like, how long do I have to listen to this bullshit? And I'm drunk, you know what I'm saying? But I could still kind of like, you know, I could pour my heart out. Like, I was telling her really how I felt and I meant it. She wasn't listening. So I left the room. And I called, he's like my godfather. His name in my phone is Lloyd. And I called him. I said, hey man, it ain't working out for me and my wife, man. I'm drunk. You know what I'm saying? I apologize. But please hear me out. I need your help. And he was like, well, for one, you know what I'm saying, you're drunk. Maybe she don't take you serious. Maybe that's the case. And I was like, yeah, you're right, man. I'll talk to you later. You know what I'm saying, I'm drunk right now. He was all okay. And I called another person. No. I texted another person. Omari. You already seen the messages. I texted him and I begged him. I was willing to give him money and I did. I told him I'll pay him $100, man. If you could please just talk to my wife for me. Just please, you know what I'm saying? Like, just let her know that I love her because she's not listening to me. He told me he would. He told me he was busy at the time. He said he would do it. And I said, okay. So I'm laying down in the other bedroom. And I got up. I don't know why I got up, but I did. And I went back in the other bedroom. And I threw up. I threw up on the side of the bed. And I looked at her. She didn't do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? She didn't say nothing. It was like I didn't matter no more. And I begged her, like, please, you know what I'm saying? Please go get me a bottle of water. She was like, you can go get your own damn bottle of water. And that shit hurt, man. And I was like, please just go get me a bottle of water. She did. She threw it at me. And I was drinking it. You know what I'm saying? I was hurt. My feelings were hurt, man. And I remember she started playing her music on her phone real, real loud. And I told her, like, turn this shit down, please. I told her to turn it down. And she was like, it's not bothering you, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't care. And she was singing out loud and whatnot, and I couldn't go to sleep. I just couldn't. I tried to go to sleep, but I just couldn't. So I was like, come on, like, please turn it down, you know what I'm saying? She refused to do it. So I left again. I left out the bedroom again. And I sat in that other bedroom for a minute. I just kept getting up. I just couldn't fucking sit still. And when I went back into this, I got on my hands and knees. And I pulled this cross that's on my chest. And I started praying. She's laying right here. I'm right here praying. And I guess my elbow touched her leg. And she was like, she cursed at me. She was like, don't fucking touch me. Get the fuck off me. I was like, what you mean? You know, so I'm praying. And she was like, you could pray on the other side of the damn bed. I'm looking at her like, are you serious? I'm sorry, man. Give me a second.
He's gonna take it easy.
Give me a minute, please, okay? Just give me a minute. She told me, she was like, don't touch me. Go on the other side and pray. And I did it. On the other side, and I prayed. And I got back in the bed one more time. She turned her music up again. And she just started singing real loud. And I told her, I was like, you know what, just get out this room, you know what I'm saying, like, just go. Get out the house. I don't want you here. And this is me speaking, you know what I'm saying, out of spite, you know what I'm saying, because at this moment I feel like she don't care. Keep in mind, I'm drunk. I already done threw up on the floor. I'm not even in the right mindset like I am right now. So it's like, whatever happened, happened. And then, after I'm sober, it's like, oh, fuck. That's how I felt. She was leaving. And I went after her this time. I grabbed her by the arm and I was like, no, like, you know what I'm saying, don't go. I didn't mean it. She was like, get off me. You know what I'm saying? She was mad, like pissed off. She was pushing me. And I just grabbed her by both her arms. I was like, no, like, I didn't mean it and whatnot. I didn't mean it, don't go. Where you wanna go? And she was like, you know what I'm saying, that don't concern you. She said, don't concern you. You know what I'm saying? I'm leaving, I'm done with you. Get the rest of my shit, I'm out. You know, just going back and forth, man, just back and forth. I'm trying to keep her in the house, I'm trying to keep her from leaving. Like I said, this is the truth this time. Going back and forth, so we're getting a little physical. She said, you know what? She went inside the kitchen. She pulled down the dishwasher. She grabbed this big knife. It's a purple one, and I still have it. It's a purple knife in that dishwasher right now. She pulled it out. And my heart just started fucking racing. And I was thinking, I was like, what the fuck am I about to do, man? I didn't know what to do. she was gonna hurt me. She started waving it around, and I ran, and I went inside our bedroom. And I could call 26. I used it against her. To protect me. And I dropped down on my knees because I couldn't believe what just happened. And I called Brandon. I was crying. And I told him, come get me, man. Come get me. And then, after I hung up with him, if I'm not mistaken, I think I texted him. I told him, never mind, I'm okay, or something like that. I was just sitting there and I was looking at my wife, man. And I couldn't believe what the hell happened. I was froze. I was froze. I picked her up and I put her on the bed. I didn't know who to call. I didn't know what to do.
How many times did you fire?
Just once.
Where did it hit her?
Dead. And I dropped it. I dropped the gun. I dropped down to my knees. I didn't know what to do. I was scared. And even though I was drunk, I was thinking, I was like, man, I fucked up, man. I fucked up.
And then what happened?
I slept there. I stayed at the house. I was scared. I was froze. I didn't know what to do. I stayed at the house.
Where did you take her?
No, we're right back where we started. Where is she? Maybe we'll get there this time. I didn't take her nowhere, man. I didn't know where to take her.
Where is she?
Can you give me one more minute, man?
Anytime.
I'm just thinking about so much right now.
I know.
I don't want to throw my life away, man. I got everything going for me. Promotion board coming up. I know I told you earlier I wasn't too sure about if I was going to stay in the Army. But I actually was thinking about re-enlisting, man. Making it a career. I had it all planned out, man. I wanted to go to Germany. I wanted to go to Paris. I wanted to just travel, man. And I feel like I won't be able to do that anymore, man. But it was still my safety. I was afraid. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was afraid. I was afraid, man. Because no one has ever pulled out a knife from me before. I didn't know what to do.
Where's that knife at, though?
So I cleaned up the house.
Is that a broken handle? What color is it?
It's purple.
Where's the gun at?
It's in Brandon's house.
Where inside of his house? Where inside of his house?
It's closet.
Which closet?
My bedroom.
In your bedroom?
I thought about just throwing this shit away because I felt like, I mean, that's what it wasn't. It was meant for self-defense, to protect my life. But I never thought that, you know what I'm saying, I would have to use it in that way. What's her Brandon's house?
Where's she at? I know I've asked a lot of times, and I know that that's the hardest question for you. But where is she?
It's a very hard question, man.
I know.
It's very hard, man.
I know, but we gotta be able to get to her. Have to. Where is she then? You already told us what happened to her, man. Where do we go? I mean, will you take us there, or do you want to show us and we can go look?
You don't gotta go, man. Just tell us where she is. Can't leave her there, man. Wherever she is, you can't leave her there.
Gotta get to her. You have to. Don't not tell us.
I will. It's just hard right now.
I know.
I'm trying.
Okay. Okay.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
Where's she at?
I'll tell y'all. I will. I just don't want to be there.
Okay. You don't have to be there, man.
I don't want to be there.
You don't?
I don't want to be there.
You don't have to be.
I'll give you a spare key.
Where is she?
One more question before I tell you. Can I just sleep the night away?
You can. You can. But we need to know where she's at. We need to know now. We need to know now. Yeah. We can't leave here until we know where she's at.
Man.
Where's Kerica?
No.
I just need y'all help, that's all.
What's that?
I just need y'all help.
Just tell us where she is.
Is it in this area? Right here.
Just point to where she's at, right? Where is she at?
Those are the apartments. Is she across the street over here? This area.
in this area. Where's she at, man? Where is she at? Man. Man. Where's she at, man? Gotta tell us that. Sure, I'll find out where she's at. I wish this was a dream right now. I wish this was a dream.
Me too.
You too.
Where I live.
Just point to where she's at, man. Let us go to her, man. You can't leave her there, buddy. You're right here, then. Where is she? I'll tell you who's going to take me home to just get some sleep. After you tell us we're going to have to go find her, but we can't leave her there. I don't want to be there. You're not going to have to be there, man. Where's she at?
I'll roll out of here right now. I'll go check.
You gotta tell us that before somebody else finds her, man. Where's she at? That's the thing, nobody can find her. But just let us know where she's at, man. Just point to where she's at. Come on, man. You're right here, man.
I'll roll out of here, man. I'll go check. Just tell me where to go look. Hold on.
Oh, it's a key.
Alright.
We're just on the
Alright, man.
Guys, don't, I'm sorry, we just kind of got a little frightened.
That's all I want to clear.
Go to the...
I'm sorry, I was scared you already.
Alright.
I will never do that.
I believe you, but that's just my instinct, man.
I got you.
What are you gonna show me?
Give me the keys, please.
Okay, but
Take this off.
this key? Okay.
Here you go.
And then? What's this the key to?
is she in a storage unit or?
Yeah. Yes.
Is that?
Say yes.
Where is she? Which storage unit?
Is it on the complex?
Where?
Lynn,
Where did you put her? This looks like a house key, and this is a mailbox key. This is the key where she's at. The silver key. Will this unlock where she's at? Done? Yes?
Not that one.
This one?
Yeah.
Is she in a storage unit for the apartment?
Yes.
Okay.
did anyone help you? Wait.
No.
Linwood James Smith would only be sentenced to 20 years for the murder of his estranged wife, Kerica Robinson. In spite of the lengthy interrogation that was filled with lies, denials, and attempts to conceal the location of her body, the jury elected to allow the sudden passion defense strategy to rule the day. They would find her body wrapped in a black plastic bag inside of her own apartment storage shed. And just in case you were wondering, they did in fact allow Linwood to get some rest that night. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. And thank you once again for stopping by, joining me for another episode of They Caught Me. Till next time.